Brooklyn. It's April 2nd, 9:09 a.m. in the beautiful city of New York. I was going to talk about the mint giantess I saw yesterday. She was a beautiful woman on a bicycle, and she was riding down 86th Street, which is like a pretty busy thoroughfare, and it looked like she was going like 65 miles an hour, and it looked like she was 10 feet tall. She was wearing like a mint jumper with like low cut, fucking beautiful red lips, giant fucking, you know what I mean? And she looked like she was 10 feet tall. And she was riding on the sidewalk, which is like, you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to do it. You have miles of bike lanes, you're not supposed to do it. And I was sitting in traffic, and I looked over her, I was like, whoa! And then she looked at me. She had the sunglasses on, ruby red lips, flowing brown hair, and she looked like a goddess on a bicycle. And she looked huge. And she looked as if she hit somebody, like one of these regular looking people, like look at this lady here. She looks like a normal kind of lady or whatever. Like if she hit any of these regular looking people, that regular person would have fucking exploded. I'm talking like vitality. Like someone who's actually a living, breathing person. You know what I mean? Like something out of a fucking, like one of them, the old gum commercials or something like that. You know what I mean? Like just larger than life. Like the embodiment of somebody who's like larger than life. It was a beautiful day. Like 75 degrees, almost perfect weather, just like slightly under. And I was like, holy smokes, because I haven't seen anything like that in a very long time. And the weird thing about it is like just seeing her for that instant, because like if I wasn't in the car going the other way, I would have like, who is that? Where is she going? How did she get here? You know what I mean? And like, what the fuck does she think she's doing like 65 miles an hour down the sidewalk? I would have used a pretext to yell at her about like safety or something like that, to say, who are you? Like, are you a figment of my imagination? But goddamn, like mint giantess. And she really fucked up my perspective of everybody else, because like going down the streets, you know, you see pedestrians. She made everybody look like shit. Like just like a couple seconds of seeing her made everybody else, like on the planet, look like absolute dog shit. It was pretty wild. Anyways, I got this timed. Like just, you know, had breakfast, getting ready to do the shift there. Catch me on my Twitch stream. And yeah, it just like skewed my perspective a little bit. I guess what we'll do here is, there is a interesting boat, so we'll come over here and look at the birds. Got a Chinese dude singing Chinese songs, doing Chinese exercises. There's something to it. I think he's Chinese. He's either Chinese or autistic. I don't know. But we got the boat over there in the distance, the Ionic. Looks like it might be an oil tanker sort of thing, right? No containers on there. Got some gulls in the harbor. They're just chilling. They're not gliding. I guess they just chill on the water and soak up the sun, the morning sun. Over to the north, got the Freedom Tower, symbol of police state and oppression. Almost every single New Yorker wanted them to rebuild the Twin Towers exactly as they were. Some kind of symbolic reduction of duality into the singularity or some shit like that, 2 to 1. Some people, and then you throw Building 7 in there, and you're like, oh, do the numbers, it means this, it means that. It's like, whatever. The 69th Street Pier, we got another ship out there. Other than that, Narrows is clear, calm waters. Yesterday was a windy one. The Verrazano Narrows out in the distance there. Namesake of another Italian explorer. And yeah, just working on the content here. I think it's upside down and now it's right side up, but I like how it flips over. GoPro still pretty no, because it says video upside down. And we're clocking in at 6 minutes. I'm looking for maybe 10-minute clips, probably a little long. I was doing them like on my walks or whatever. 30 minutes is too long, I think, to get into the YouTube, like post to the YouTube. My upload speeds, my internet, not really gonna like it's a little much to upload that kind of file every morning or whatever for something that's just kind of a hobby at this point. What else? Plus also with long form would be going into it. Passengers were good. Ratings still a concern. My ratings have tanked. I think I mentioned that yesterday. So on my rides yesterday, I was being more conscientious of the passengers I was taking and their needs. My ratings didn't go down. But I'm at, not an all-time low, but I'm at where I was when I used to do the daytime. Because daytime passengers, you got, you have, it's much more varied, the types of people you get and the personality clashes and whatnot. And I can navigate, can navigate the different, the silent, how would one describe it? It's like a silent negotiation. Maybe you could say it's a silent negotiation between the passenger and the driver, between whether the passenger is going to be a fucking jerk off and rate me lower. You know what I mean? Racism plays a part because I'm a white Uber driver. I mean, I'm just going to say I'm a white Uber driver, and I've heard it a million times, like, oh, you can speak English and you're white. You know what I mean? But I see other Uber drivers who have better ratings, and they probably have a different perspective or what have you when it comes to that, like, silent negotiation. Or maybe like I'm catching passengers off guard by being, what I am in the car, Also, I've noticed that passengers have been, like, abusing drivers, like opening beer cans in the back or eating food in the back of the car. I definitely don't stand for any of that shit. And I have no hesitation to call out the passenger for doing things like that. And I consider doing that a favor to other Uber drivers, so that they don't, it doesn't become a pattern. Because someone's got to tell them, like, no, you can't eat in here. And people have attitudes, but they got to learn to respect the drivers. Otherwise, it'll spiral out of control, and it'll get to the point where it becomes dangerous for an Uber driver. So it's more of a matter of safety, because, like, we are a service industry, but safety comes first. So that's my wrap for the morning. And thanks for giving a listen. Peace.